Hello students, how are you? I am back again. In my previous videos I had explained about the concept and I had solved also exercise 1.1 and 1.2, and now in this video it is a part 3rd of the number system class 9th. In this I am going to explain you about the concept by the help of which you will be able to solve exercise 1.3. In this video I will also give you some examples, okay, so that you will be able to understand the concept in a better way. Okay, first of all, in this exercise we have to study about the decimal expansions. What? I said decimal expansion. So first of all, we must understand that what is the means of decimal expansion. Decimal expansion means that whenever we divide a number, then after decimal it will go up to some places, maybe 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place, means when we will do the division and after the decimal it will go up to how many places, that is called the decimal expansion of a real number. Now in this exercise we must understand the types of real numbers on the basis of decimal expansion. What I said? Types of real numbers by decimal expansion. See, whenever we will do decimal expansion, we will see two cases. Okay, see here, we can say case first and we can give the name case second. How? I said whenever we will try to divide, two things will happen. Either the division will be over or it will not over. When the division gets over, then we call it terminating decimal expansion. And if the division will not get over, then we will call it non-terminating decimal expansion. Understood what I mean by saying case first and case second? By this I try to explain that whenever we will try to divide, then two things will happen. Either the division will over or it will not over. If the division will gets over, means remainder will come 0. Then we say it terminating decimal expansion. And the case in which the division doesn't get over, then we call it non-terminating decimal expansion. Understood? Okay. One more thing. If suppose division is over, then what we can do? Its case is over. But the case where the division is not over, I said non-terminating means not over. Okay? Then what will happen? Two things will happen. What? See here. I will say it recurring decimal expansion, or I will say it non-recurring decimal expansion. See the means of recurring. You know what does the word recurring means? Recurring means repeating. Okay? So it is understood that non-recurring means non-repeating. See, in the case of non-terminating decimal expansion, I had made two cases here. Again, see here. It is also having the two cases, case first and case second, means division is not over, but it is recurring decimal expansion. And case second, it is non-recurring decimal expansion. It means, in this case, the digits or the group of digits will repeat itself. But in this case, they will not repeat. Let us make this thing clear by the help of some examples. See here. We had seen decimal expansion of type 0.23, 0.245. These are example. 0.23, it means division is over. 0.245, it means division is over. And the case in which division gets over, those cases are called terminating decimal expansion case. See some more example. We can take example like 0.333 dot 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 0.3434 dot 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 0.345 dot dot dot. Here I said recurring decimal expansion and it came in non-terminating case. See, the dots are showing. These dots are representing that this decimal expansion is not finished. It is going on continuously. That's why I said it is non-terminating decimal expansion. And I said the digits that this repetition, recurring, repeatingness, it will happen either with a single digit or with a group of digits. See here, 0.333. In this case, only digit 3 is repeating itself. In this case, 3, 4, 3, 4. It means it is repeating in group. See here, 0.345, 345. It means again, it is repeating itself in a group. And these dots I had explained, it means this division is not over. It is non-terminating. But since repetition is going on here, so it is called non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Now see here, non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. See again, let us see by some example. 0.050050005 dot 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 dot. Just give the attention on the examples given by me. 0.101, okay, 0010001 dot 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 dot. See here, in this non-recurring decimal expansion, okay, these dots are showing again that it is non-terminating decimal expansion, but it is non-recurring. Why I said? Because here, after just after decimal came 0.5, 0.005, 0.005. See, it is just 0.5. It is 0.005. Here comes 0.005. It is not repeating itself. Same case here. Here came after decimal 10, and then came 100, then came 1000. It means it is not repeating. That's why it is called non-recurring decimal expansion. Just see it once. One more thing, pi. We all know pi. Yes. Pi is also having this kind of decimal expansion, means non-recurring, non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Value of pi I can say 3.145963 dot 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 dot. Value of pi is still uncountable. Means if I will try to count the value of pi, my whole life will go, but its value will keep on coming. It will never be over. I had told na, it came in non-terminating. This division will never be finished. And it will be non-recurring decimal expansion. Always keep this thing in mind, that pi is having the non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Okay. One more thing, I had written something here. Till now I had explained you only decimal expansion. I had told decimal expansion is basically of two types. Either it is terminating decimal expansion or it is non-terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion means it gets finished. Non-terminating decimal expansion means it is not finished, it is going on continuously. Okay. And I told you again that in the case of non-terminating decimal expansion, two cases will arise again. Case first and case second. How two cases? Either the digits will repeat itself, not repeat itself. Either the digits will repeat itself after the decimal expansion, or the digits will not repeat them after the decimal expansion. Just see them once. Okay, seen it. Now I have written something here. Types of real numbers by decimal expansion. What I mean through it? Through it I means that we all know real numbers, that real numbers are the collection of rational and irrational numbers. Okay, so how we can know that a number is rational or irrational on the basis of decimal expansion? That's why I had given the topic here, types of real numbers by, or we can say on the basis of decimal expansion. See here, if the decimal expansion is of kind terminating decimal expansion, it means it is a rational number. See it in a very proper way. If the decimal expansion is of the form, okay, terminating decimal expansion, then that number is a rational number. Again see here, in the case of non-terminating, we are having two cases now. Recurring means repeating decimal expansions or non-repeating decimal expansion. These both cases came in non-terminating cases. See, if recurring decimal expansion case came, okay, it means it is a case of a rational number. The numbers which gives the decimal expansion of types non-terminating, recurring, okay, those numbers are rational numbers. Whereas non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion, those numbers are, we know it, they are irrational numbers. Is it clear? What I have told you here? I have told you here that on the basis of decimal expansion, okay, we can say that number is rational or irrational. If the case is of terminating decimal expansion, then the number is rational number. If the case is of non-terminating decimal expansion, then in this two cases we have now recurring or non-recurring decimal expansion. If the decimal expansion is of recurring type, means repeating type, that means it is representing a rational number, whereas in the case of non-repeating, it is representing irrational numbers. Understood? This was the basic concept for doing this exercise. Let us see 2 or 3 examples more. Okay, let's see them. Students, now see example 7 of your NCERT book on the board, and this question is saying show that 0.3333 ... is equals to 0.3 bar. Means just so that this thing is equals to this thing, okay, which can be expressed in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. It means in the whole question it is saying so that 0.3333 ... is equals to 0.3 bar, okay, and we have to express it in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. Keep my words in a very clear way that example 7, example 8, example 9 are very important questions from the point of view of understanding this exercise and from the point of view of examination also. Okay, so how to do it? Okay, we have to express it in the form P upon Q, so there is a method. I will do one question, try to understand and grasp that method which we will apply in every question related like this. See here, this thing we know 0.3 bar. First of all, put 0.3 bar equals to x, therefore x will be equals to 0.3333 ... Okay, this is the first step. Step first is this of solving this kind of questions, that the bar thing, this is called 0.3 bar. Okay, this symbol is called bar, B-A-R. It is called bar, B-A-R. First of all, we have to put this thing equals to x. It means x will be equals to this whole thing. It will be our equation number first. Okay, second step, now we have to multiply in equation 1 by 10 or 100 or 1000, but not according to our mood. Okay, we have to multiply it by 10, 100 or 1000 according to the question. How? See, how many digits are repeating here? Okay, single digit, no? 3, 3, 3, 3. It means this single digit 3 is repeating itself. It means we have to multiply an equation first by 10. If suppose 2 digits are repeating, then we have to multiply by 100. If 3 digits are repeating, means if they are repeating in group, then we have to multiply according to the number of digits which are repeating itself. Here only okay, single digit is repeating, so we will multiply first by 10, and it is obvious that we have to multiply on both sides. It is a very basic rule of maths. It means it will become 10 into x equals to 10 into 0.3333 dot dot dot. Just solve it. 10x will be equals to, if this thing will get multiplied by 10, then this decimal will come one place forward. It means it will come between these two 3. 3.333 dot 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 dot. Give it equation number second. Understood? Next step, subtract. Okay? First from second, means from second equation we have to subtract this first equation. It means 10x minus x, it means left hand side will subtract left hand side and right hand side will subtract right hand side. It is also a very basic rule of maths that left hand side gets solved with left hand side and right hand side gets solved with right hand side. Okay? 3.333 dot 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 subtract. Let me make these dots more clear. This thing here it is 0.3333 dot dot dot. 10x minus x, how many x? 9x. When I will subtract from this digit to this number, okay, just see it here. 3.333 dot 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 minus 0.3333 dot dot dot. 4 3 here, no problem. No? 3 is actually repeating itself. It is also 3. This whole will get cancelled. It will become 0. So what will left? 3.0. It means it is left 3. It means x will be equals to 3 upon 9. And what was x? X was 0.3 bar. And we can solve it? Yes. 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja 9. In this way, I had expressed 0.3 bar in the form P upon Q, means numerator upon denominator. Just see it. Okay, student, now see example 8 on the board. It is saying so that 1.272727 dot 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 equals 1.27 bar can be expressed in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. It means we have to again express it in the form P upon Q. So how to do it? It will follow the same steps. Step number 1. This is a bar thing, 1.27 bar. This bar is on 2 and 7 both. Okay. So first of all, we will put 0.27 bar. It is not 0.27, sorry, it is 1.27 bar is equals to x. Therefore, x will be equals to 1.272727 dot 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 dot. And we will give it equation number first. Same as example 7. Now, we have to multiply it. I have told you, we have to multiply by 10, 100 or 1000 according to the number of digits repeating. See here, 27, 27, 27. How many digits are repeating here? 2 digits. 1, 2 and 7. It means we have to multiply in first by 100. Okay? Multiply our by 100 on both sides. It means 100 into x will be equals to 100 into 1.272727 dot dot dot, and we will give it equation number second. Okay, understood? Now I am doing it in the same way as I had done example 7. Now we have to subtract first from second. Yes. Subtract first from second. left hand side will subtract left hand side and right hand side will subtract right hand side. It means 100x minus x will be equals to 100 into 1.272727 dot minus 1.272727 dot. 100x minus x, how many x? 99x. Here first of all we have to do multiply and then we will do subtraction. When I will multiply this thing by 100, then this decimal will go 2 places forward. It will come after this 7. It means 127.2727 dot minus 1.272727 dot. 99x will be equals to, let's subtract it here, 127.2727 dot minus 1.2727 here, no problem, 27 will come there also. So we have to simply put here. This all will get finished. 7 minus 1, 6. So what will left? 126. 126. It means x will be equals to 126 upon 99. We can simplify it more? Yes. It can be divided by 3. Both in numerator and denominator. 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9. Can we solve it more? Yes, again by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3, 3 1. Okay, 3 1s are 3. We have to write the answer in the simplest form. So what was x? X we had put. Therefore we can say 1.27 bar equals to 14 upon 11. Is it clear? Just see it once. Okay student, now see example 10. Example 9 is same as example number 7 and example number 8. So we have to see one more example, example 10, and after doing this example, we will be in that position so that we can solve the exercise 1.3 in a very proper way. Okay. Now this question is saying, just see on the board, this question is saying find an irrational number between 1 upon 7 and 2 upon 7. This thing we all know that between any two numbers, there are infinite rational number and in the same way infinite irrational numbers. In this case, we have to find irrational number. In exercise 1.1, we have solved it for rational number, and in this case we have to find irrational number. So it is also having a method. Okay, if the question was this, find a rational number between 1 upon 7 and 2 upon 7, then we all know how to do it. We all know that which process we have to follow for solving it. In the same way, for finding the irrational number, we have to follow some steps. Okay, so first step is this: you have to find out the decimal expansion of 1 upon 7 and 2 upon 7. Okay, so first of all, find out the decimal expansion. Let's see it. 1 upon 7 means we have to divide 1 by 7. We have to put decimal. 7 1 ja 7, 3 0, 7 4 ja 28, 2 0, 7 2 ja 14. So what will left? 6 0 7, 8 7 ja 56. It will get 4, and this will keep on repeating. So we can say 0.1428 dot. For solving these kind of questions, just find the decimal expansion up to 3 to 4 places. Our question will get solved. Okay. In the same way, we have to find out 2 upon 7 also. Okay, let's do it. 2 divided by 7 again. We have to put decimal. 7 2s are 14. 10 minus 4, 6 0. 7 8 7s are 56. 4 will left. Then 7 5s are 35, 5 will left, 0, 7 7 ja 49. It will keep on repeating. Okay, they will keep on repeating, but we will get our answer. For getting our answer, we have to find out decimal expansion at least up to 4 decimal places. Okay, now question was for irrational number between 1 upon 7 and 2 upon 7. We have to find out irrational number, and this is a case of non-terminating, non-repeating. So just write any number which is coming between this and this, having the non-terminating, non-repeating type of decimal expansion. Just see it, 0.14. This will go on. After some time, somewhere it will come 0.15. Okay? Yes or no? Yes, it will come definitely. This kind of number will come. Just we have to write it in the form of irrational. How? 150, 1500, 15000 dot dot dot. Is it clear or not? This is a way of writing the irrational number. Method of writing the irrational number is this, that you have to write down some number between them which is coming in the format of irrational number. So can I write one more? Yes. 0.14, 0.15, one can come more, 0.16, and give it the shape of irrational number. How? 160, 1600, 16000, because we all know that non-terminating, non-recurring means non-terminating, non-repeating type decimal expansions are of irrational number. Okay? Understood? Just see them in a proper way, and in my next video I will discuss. In fact, I will solve exercise 1.3, but before that you have to see this video in a proper way and do all the examples. Okay? Example 7, 8, 9 and 10 by yourself. And when we will do the exercise, then this concept will be more clear. Okay? Best of luck. Thank you. Keep working.